Hello, fellow members of the Anastasia fan club. I wanted to do actually just kind of a quick go over of Okita Alter Saber, my opinions of her. First opinion, though, is her skill animation where she lifts up the child and like shows it to you, like, look at this child, look at it. It's like one of the best skill animations in the game. I think it's precious, and I want that animation to play every time. Um, But as far as like going into some stuff like her statistics and stuff like that, she's got a good attack. 12,465, 3,465 with foes. She's got good hits, good MP generation. It's 0.64%, I believe. And her NP has 8 hits, and it's an AoE quick NP. The important thing as far as like the stats and skills and how everything works, though, is that this is like the first servant that's quick for like 2 years. That doesn't feel like they've intentionally ruined them to make it so they can't loop with Scotty. This feels like they've gone, okay, everyone can loop with Scotty. Everyone can loop now with Tamamo and Castoria and Oberon now. So we're done ruining servants for no reason. Rest in peace, Say, and everyone else who came out in the past 2 years. That's quick AoE. But they finally stopped ruining them. So A+ there on DW for not ruining that. To look at things like her skill, like Majin Ken, B++, whatever we want to call it, looks underwhelming at first, but actually combined with the MP overcharge, it actually ends up being fine. It's 30% attack, 20% quick, 20% buster. Buster doesn't matter. And I'm glad it's not hit-based, because hit-based things I absolutely hate. For attack buffs, at least. Defensive buffs, I'm fine with. But, it's a decent spread. 30% attack, 20% quick. Ends up working quite well. The second skill, Rengoku B, that's the 30% charge, 50% crit, and 500% Star Gather. Basically just a better version of the Alter Egos version battery. Because instead of, as I said, hit-based attacks, it's just crit damage. None of those like 2-hit attack up things that sucks and no one likes. So good on them for that. And then the third skill, which is Jitsugetsu. Oh, Jitsugetsu. Yeah. It's tiny text. I wasn't reading. I didn't see the marks there. But on Involns and stuff like that, I'm fine with multiple hit because it lasts 3 turns, 2 hits, which is great. Because if she's going to get hit, it better be on turn 3, because you better be killing the first 2 waves with her NP. Otherwise, you're doing something wrong there. And then, of course, it does the 30% MP generation up, which then plays into her looping. And then we have the MP, which this is hard to read. I'm not going to read the name. There's too much kanji there. On the name here, you can read it if you want. Quick interjection here in editing. No, it's not hard to read. You're just stupid and can't read freaking English. Zekken Mukyoi-sen. It's not that hard. Learn to read, nerd. But it's the 8-hit quick thing without scuffed NP generation, which is great. Finally, they've stopped doing it. And it has a 20% quick buff, which kind of mitigates the low number on skill 1 of 20% quick. So it's overall 40% quick, 30% attack. The only thing she's missing really is an MP damage buff, but overall, good number. She's got good base attack. She's got decent self buffs, and then Scotty and whoever else you're bringing can make up the rest. It also removes defensive buffs, so if you're ever doing like a challenge quest, I can see that being decent and good to have on there, because you don't need like sure hit or piercing vulnerability. But as far as like actually using her, it's great to have a quick servant where it doesn't feel like DW's really gone out of the way to run her, because she can loop, I feel, easier than any other quick servant, because all you need for her to loop is you need, one Scotty, you need an MLBK scope, or a normal K-scope and her pen skill leveled, and the either 2004 Mystic Code or the Mages Association Mystic Code, and then any other 20% charger. Because if you're fighting Lancers or Casters, I guess if you're into that, you then just MP first, charge MP the first wave, gets you 50%, or 70% if you use 2004. You use her charge, and you use the charges. You're back at 100 MP again, and then you use Scotty's 50% for turn 3, and then the 20% charger left over, whoever you bring, and just go from there. Really easy. Of course, works great with double Scotty. The funny thing, though, and I think it's great, is if you're fighting casters, she can actually loop with Black Grail, and I'll include that here, where you can throw Black Grail, use the 2004 Mystic Code, and just loop back and forth. So it's... I don't think any other quick serving can do that. I think that's kind of hilarious that they finally stopped ruining them like that. But yeah, that's... Overall, I'd say she's probably the best summer servant. Looking at the past 2 years, best one so far. We don't know what's coming forward, but she's definitely better than anything in Summer 5. I definitely would recommend, going for it. Maybe get like MP2 at the minimum if you want to use her for farming. But yeah, definitely recommend. I feel like I can actually use her. So I can, if I'm feeling Buster, I can use Ibuki or Saber. If I feel like Arts, I can use Marimasa. And I feel like Quick, I can use her. And it's never going to feel bad because she can actually do the job without any compromise. So yeah, that's really all that matters, is can I use them without compromising? And she accomplishes that greatly, which means she goes into the farming rotation. So yeah, that's a win for me, and definitely going to like using her. So that was kind of just my initial thoughts. We'll see how it goes later, if that changes, but overall, yeah, very positive. Hope to have fun using her. Okay, so listening to this back when editing, I said my initial thoughts. I really should have said these are my quick thoughts, because she's a quick servant. Dang it, I missed a pun opportunity.